Nope, 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 nope. That, disgusting.
That is not even ranch. I'm chewing on the chunks. There's little bits in there.
I don't love it. Today on the Stay at Home Chef, we are doing a ranch dressing taste test. You know when you go into the grocery store and you're sitting there staring at the wall of items on the shelf and you're wondering which one to buy? Do I spend a couple more dollars for the name brand? Do I go with generic? Which one is the best? Is it even worth like $2 or $3 more? Well, we want to know so that you can always have the best ingredients to buy. So, Caitlin, are you ready?
Ugh, here goes nothing.
Listen, I'm nervous.
Here goes nothing, like I said.
Here we go, let's bring it on in. All right, this is a blind taste test. We have 10 different national brands of ranch dressing that we will be taste testing. We do not know which one is which. We just have to roll with it and figure out which one is best.
That we like, but let's talk about that. What is considered best?
We're gonna go with ranch dressing. We want flavor, there's gotta be a little—
Creaminess is an important factor. I like
little
the
acidity.
Herbal. Yeah, a little acidity, but not a lot. I love good herbal notes that are identifiable, not like, what is that?
I'm always nervous.
Yes, super excited about this one. But I will say these have all been refrigerated, so there's not some that are cold, not some that are room temperature, so that it's an even playing board.
And we're tasting them straight, which is kind of gross, but listen.
It's kind of gross. We're just gonna gargle some ranch.
We're making the sacrifice for you. So let's go with number one.
You're going for it. I'm like, oh, whew. We got this. Some of these are not the color of the ranch that I'm expecting. So
yeah, there's some variations here. Number one looks okay.
Does
I don't
it
know.
though?
I don't know. Okay.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Okay, we'll stir, we'll shake. This does kind of look a little.
Okay, how much are you putting on your spoon?
Listen, I'm filling up. It's a tiny spoon. I'm filling it up. Okay, here we go.
Cheers. That's not bad.
Herby, creamy.
I'm okay with that one.
Listen, number one's always kind of hard because
you don't know what you're setting.
The bar.
Expectation, yeah.
It's the bar. We always have to come back to number one.
Okay, I'm not as nervous because that did not suck. It was not bad.
We're okay. There's like vinegary. I like it.
The color of number one though is not as white and bright as I was thinking it was gonna be. So I was concerned of what it could taste like, but it's not bad.
It's a little off-white.
Yes.
Which is concerning.
Number two is bright white with lovely flecks in it.
Yeah, number two looks white and creamy. I can see herbs in it.
There's little hints of red. There's just a little bit, but
yeah. Okay.
There's a little bit more tang of a vinegar in that one. Like it would be probably more of a shelf stable, not a refrigerated one, maybe.
It is confusing because with ranch dressing, you have ones that are on the shelf and then you have a separate section of refrigerated dressings. Yeah. Which one's better?
Like I would dip my chicken nuggets in that.
Feels very standard. Both one and two feel very standard.
Absolutely.
Number three is also off-white, but if you look at this, it does have some nice herbs that it's showing. So I feel like this is gonna be more herby. The texture is fine. Yeah, the herbs are much bigger in this one.
So apprehensive about this stuff.
Here we go. Nope, 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 nope. That, disgusting.
It's gonna make me throw up.
It's worse when I gag on it.
That sucks so bad.
It's very vinegary, but then it's also, when I gag, it makes it more bitter because your bitter taste buds are in the back.
I'm trying not to throw up. It like legit, I do not throw up. I am not a thrower-upper, but it's impressive how something that disgusting can make my body want to hurl. That's disgusting. And it's like I ate a fish capsule and it popped in my mouth.
Water is not washing it down.
My heart is racing, you guys. That's disgusting.
What's crazy is somebody thought this was a good idea to put on a shelf and sell to people. Like, I never get over that. I never get over that.
And people are buying it. People are buying it. Who are you and why? because there's other options out there that don't have to taste like that. I don't understand. Okay, moving on so I can
Okay,
flavor change.
I have got to move on. I have got to move on. Oh my gosh.
Yep, rinsing the mouth. You rinsed yours, I'm rinsing mine because I need a
It's taken a lot to rinse it. I think I'm there to move on. Hopefully number 4 is better. This one is
It doesn't
by
even
far.
look like ranch.
This looks like an Italian dressing. Oh, and it's so thin.
It does look like an Italian dressing. Are we sure this is even ranch? Is this a curveball? Did someone throw a curveball and throw in some like Olive Garden dressing? Does that not look like it?
It does.
Oh yeah, it's totally different. The texture, to me, right off the bat, it's like, that's not a mayo base. That's like a definite vinegar oil base.
I'm concerned, especially after the last one.
Smell it.
It smells very vinegary, like it's gonna be an Italian dressing. Let's try it. Oh, it's so thin. It's gonna drip.
It is like an Italian dressing. That is not even ranch.
Listen, it doesn't taste bad, but this is not ranch.
It's like as though it's back in my college days when I could only buy like the cheap, really, really cheap Italian dressing on the shelf. That's what that tastes like. Like,
Yeah.
not good.
No,
it's not
it's-
good for ranch.
It's not a bad dressing, it just doesn't even taste like ranch. Like I would never identify that as ranch. Number 5, this one looks like ranch dressing to me. It looks
Well,
like it.
It
It's
almost
white.
is so thick, it's like a ranch dip.
Yes.
You know, it's like a ranch dip. Like, it's not gonna lay on your salad lovely, but it looks all right.
I feel like this one's gonna taste good.
It's good.
This tastes like ranch dressing.
Tastes like the ranch that we know.
Super, super standard, has that little vinegary hit.
It has a lovely amount of salt. It's salted perfectly.
But you know what it doesn't have? Herb notes.
It's got back end garlic and onion, but I'm not satisfied with the herbiness.
Not as
Yeah.
herby as like 1 and 2. Those
But-
are more straightforward with the herbs.
I do like that because the salt is spot on for me.
It's true. If you could just have a little more herbs with this
Yeah.
one, it would be a leader.
Yeah.
Let's go with number 6. Number 6, I see more herbs visually.
Yeah, there's definitely more herbs in that one. It is chunky.
It's a little thinner too as far as the actual dressing
Yeah.
with chunks of herbs. I like
Yeah.
that. I don't
Oh, sorry.
mind.
Flick your spoon.
All right. That has the garlicky.
Like
It's-
pieces of garlic.
yes.
That is definitely the most flavor forward, not salty, but
Does that have-
identifiable flavors.
Does that have pepper in it?
That's what I was looking at. It's almost like a cracked pepper ranch, but not quite. It's not super strong, but it's good.
I kind of like it. That's my leader right now. I like that.
I'm chewing on the chunks. There's little bits in there.
I kind of like that in a dressing, although if you're like mixing ranch in with something, you may not want those
Yeah,
chunks. But as
yeah.
far as flavor goes, like I'm
That is
dipping my nugs in
excellent.
that and it'll be
That's
just like,
excellent flavor.
Okay, number 7, not as many herbs,
It's
very creamy.
Similar to 5.
but look at that, not very many chunks of herbs in there. All right. I don't love it.
I was thinking it was gonna be like 5, but then there's a little back end of preservatives.
Oh yeah, you can definitely, this one tastes like chemically, which is preservatives.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's overpowering what could be good.
Yeah.
So it's like almost, but not quite.
Feels very cheap. This next one has a lot more yellow in it, I would say.
And a lot of color variations.
A lot of herbs.
Oh yeah, a lot of herbs. These make me nervous though. Sometimes they like try and make them look so fancy to cover up the yuck, but let's find out.
Well, that's true. And they're covering up the yuck.
Yes, they are.
It kind of tastes like there's mustard in there. Maybe that's why it's yellow.
It's definitely vinegary. It's almost like a red wine vinegar, but almost a little briny.
A little apple cider vinegar in there, maybe?
Yeah. It doesn't suck as bad as.
Oh, it's not the worst.
It's
Listen,
not the worst.
But I'm gonna be disappointed if you serve that to me on a salad. I'm gonna be like,
It's almost Caesar dressing.
eh,
Not even.
If I'm dipping my fries, my nugs in that,
Way
gonna-
too much tang in that one.
I'm not gonna be happy.
It wasn't the worst, but it's definitely not the best.
It's definitely down there in a do not buy. Okay, number 9, nice and white.
Looks very standard.
This looks very shelf stable.
Yes, it does.
This is where I think almost like generic, this is what a ranch should be, but you know, they might surprise me.
Nope. Didn't surprise me. Tastes
Very,
like.
very standard ranch.
Yep. Tastes like ranch.
It's
I
not
mean,
special.
It's not bad.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. It's just very standard ranch. Which,
Yeah.
listen, there's nothing wrong with
No.
a standard ranch. Honestly, sometimes that tends to be the go-to.
Especially if you're trying to please multiple people, you just need something that's basic. That's it.
Several of these are just that standard ranch that my niece and nephew, that's what they're gonna like. Okay, number 10, last one. Seems pretty standard. Look at that. It looks just
looks
like
the
number
same,
10 or
yeah.
number 9 and like number 2, but not like number 1.
Number 1's very yellow.
Okay, last one. We'll cheers this one too.
Cheers.
Ah. This one's a little more herby.
It's good on the salt. There's herby, preservatives. I mean, nothing beats like fresh ranch. Like, it's always like, gonna be your number 1 leading.
Homemade ranch is delicious and it's super easy to make, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of applications to just having a bottle of ranch handy.
Absolutely.
Especially like the niece and nephew
Yeah.
dip in the nugs, you're just gonna have a bottle.
I feel like, yes, there's flavor, but there's a strong presence of mayonnaise.
I
Number
definitely
1, number 2,
taste
mayo.
like the mayo base.
Yeah.
All
Not
right,
bad.
we are ready for the big reveal, so let's get our answers going here, and I'm excited to learn which one's which, and hopefully I didn't just destroy your love of your brand. But you never know. That's the thing that I've learned going into these taste tests. You always think you know, but then you don't. So,
So true.
let's find out. Here we go. The moment of truth. Okay, it's not gonna be what I think, that's for sure. All right, number 1, which was a very standard basic ranch dressing, was Wishbone.
Yeah, like we all know Wishbone.
It's a solid ranch dressing. Number 2 was also just a solid standard ranch dressing, which was our Kroger. Listen, store brands, generic, pulling through. They
not bad
always
at
do.
all.
Number 3, I'm shocked.
Way.
There's no way. It was
No
Brianna's, and I
way.
tend to love Brianna's. It costs more than the others, but I tend to love their dressings. They have a honey mustard one that's like just so good.
For reals,
No,
for
that-
reals?
oh my gosh,
That
that's
is
it.
the one? Why? Okay, ingredients, canola oil. Was it bad? It has to have been bad or something. I don't understand this.
Best
No,
by
it's fine.
August 25, like it's been shaken. There's nothing, like it even smells bad.
I know.
It smells bad.
The fish oil.
Yeah, okay. I'm shook. Like my faith
Yeah.
in Brianna's is shook. I still love their honey mustard
I
dressing.
know,
man.
I'm their poppy seed. Like, I'm a fan, but
I guess you can't win them all. Wow, this is in our do not buy. I'm shocked. Okay, number 4, we didn't even think was ranch dressing. It tastes like
Oh,
Italian.
yeah.
And it is Chosen Foods.
yeah, which is an avocado oil base. And so that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense in the
to be
context.
ranch, Yeah.
Yeah. In the
Like-
context, why does it taste like Italian dressing if it's avocado oil? That wouldn't even
Yeah.
be what causes it. They do lemon juice as the 3rd ingredient, which maybe is why
Really
it tastes.
tangy and
And then the 4th ingredient, so they list ingredients in the order of the amount that is in it. They have avocado oil as the base, then water. Then the 3rd amount of ingredients is lemon juice and then distilled vinegar, which is probably why it tastes like Italian dressing.
it's not
bad.
but it's not ranch.
Number 5,
Ooh.
which we thought was a solid option, is Ken's.
This was my favorite because it hit that saltiness factor, which I like things more on the savory side. Of course, flavor forward as well, but it definitely hit it with the savory notes.
My favorite, so that was Caitlin's favorite.
I'm putting it over here.
Okay, you take it on your side.
Take it in my purse.
My favorite, Lighthouse.
Yeah, Lighthouse is great.
So you find this in the refrigerated section, not on the shelves.
Yes.
And this does cost more. If
That's
you
a
want to
good
like
one.
treat yourself, I'm not giving my niece and nephew this one. Love them to death. But I'm saving this one for my nugs. All right, number 7, which was another just solid. This is a solid ranch dressing. Hidden Valley Ranch is the original ranch dressing, but listen, they haven't become the best.
I agree. But it's like something that you can see and go, I know that's not going to be disgusting.
But speaking of disgusting, number 8, which we did not appreciate, which we never do, Primal Kitchen. I understand that there is a place for this, that people who are doing like keto
or they lost all their taste buds.
there are better options. That's all I have to say is there are better options. Why don't you check out one of the recipe websites that specialize in these kinds of foods and just make your own. It's gonna be better every time than anything we've ever experienced with Primal Kitchen. And I'm sorry, we're probably gonna be on like their hit list or something, I don't know.
I know, I apologize.
But sorry, maybe do better. Number 9, which was where I was like, this is your like very mid,
Ranch.
this is like the most bland, which there's a place for just having the most neutral, we'll call it neutral, not bland. The most neutral one is Kraft.
Yes, and it says great for dipping. You're right. You're just great
Yes.
for the niece and the nephew
They're
dipping.
very neutral ranch. Not a ton of flavor, not gross, just very neutral. Always a solid option,
Yeah.
great value. You know what we've learned in all these taste tests though? Like, cause we had Great Value and Kroger are like good options.
They honestly are almost the same. They really are.
And here's the thing, they're always cheaper too.
Yeah.
You don't need to spend more to get these name brands. They all taste and look very similar, and you can save a little bit of money.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we have our top 2 for sure,
Yes.
but we need
Let's rank
our
them.
3rd. And I wanna go Great Value versus Kroger.
The 10 is.
I'm taking Great
what's 10?
Value. I'm taking,
Yeah.
wait, no, that's, I'm taking Great
Yeah,
Value,
Great
okay?
Value.
Are we really putting
yeah.
that at number 3?
I just did Wishbone.
Wishbone? Ooh,
I know. That's a
Ooh.
good one.
you always have to go back to number 1. Wishbone is more vinegary, and Great Value is more creamy. Oh my gosh, which one am I choosing? Which one am I choosing?
The afternotes of number 10 are stronger.
That's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, it is, because that's ranch.
These are our top 3s. If we're gonna recommend you buy ranch dressing, we're gonna have you choose Great Value for your least expensive.
Yes.
Like this is your standard great option that's gonna be all
Shelf
purpose.
stable.
But if you're gonna spend a little more money on a brand, we do prefer Ken's for our name brand. That is our number 2, and our number 1, well, Caitlin's number 1 is Ken's. My number 1 is over here with Lighthouse. I do love how bold the flavors are.
Yeah.
We are not buying Brianna's. We are not buying Primal Kitchen.
And chosen for, for being a ranch, it's not a ranch.
It's not bad, it's just not
It's
ranch
not
dressing.
ranch, yeah.
Listen, you can still buy it, just don't expect it to be ranch dressing.
Agreed.
I have a million different ranch dressings, wondering,
Where do I want to spend my money?
and listen,
Let us help you decide.
we're just here to help you decide, but also selfishly, we just want to know too. So we're just gonna buy them all and join us again for one of our future taste tests. We love doing these. Make sure you tell us your favorite brand in the comments, for better or worse. We'll debate it in the comments. We love the discussions. And also make sure you let us know what brands we should buy for future taste tests. We always want to make sure we buy national brands so it's something that is available to the widest audience. So there you have it. Thank you so much for joining us. We always have a blast doing these. Hopefully you did too, and hopefully you learned a little something along the way. So until next time, we will see you later.